Hello, in this video we are going to be looking at the basics of user input. So previously you might have created Python programs where everything is defined within the program itself and not open to any interpretation. But now what we're going to do is look at getting the user involved and getting them to enter some data. And it's really easy to do. We're going to create a variable here called var, and we're going to have it equal to input, what is your name? And what's happening here is we've used the input keyword, so straight away you've noticed it's turned purple. So that's a function built into Python, and when it is displayed it will come up with what is your name. And if we press F5 to run it, we can say Bob, and that's about it. We can also look at things in different ways. We can have var2, and we're going to do int input. How old are you? And what's happening here is instead of it being just a piece of text, which it takes as face value, it's going to be an int, and that's short for integer, which means it's going to be a whole number. And that's really important to remember because you can also use floats within Python, and they are numbers with decimal places. But for now, we're just going to use ints because it's going to be a whole number. And notice how the brackets are set up as well. Here we've got input brackets and then close brackets there. And again, we've got exactly the same idea here. But what we're using here, the int before it, is that we're casting whatever gets put in as a number. So if we press it again, press F5, we are going to be Bob, and we're going to be 42. And notice that it takes it on quite easily. If we go Bob and Bob again, it comes up with an error. And what this is saying is that it's expecting an integer to appear. It's expecting for a number to appear. But instead, it's getting the word Bob, and Python doesn't like that. It gets confused. And we'll cover more about error handling in another video. What we're going to do, just to finish this off, is we're going to print var, and we're also going to print var2. So what's going to happen is we will hopefully be able to ask what our name is, and it will print off what gets put in, ask how old we are, and it will print out how old we are. So let's give it a go. So we are going to be Bob, and it's being displayed, hopefully going to display Bob. Fantastic. And we're going to say we're 42, and it's going to print that off. You can then use other print commands as well. So we could say print nice to meet you, and then when we run F5 here, it just makes it a little bit more customized. Nice to meet you, Bob. How old are we? 42. There are other ways as well of adding the variable onto it to make it all appear on one line and more condensed, and we'll cover that again in a future video. I hope this has been helpful for you. Feel free to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in another video. Bye bye.